Hello, and welcome to another update video about Fantom. Yeah, we start on our Discord server with an update I provided a couple of days ago about Fantom, just to show the key levels, and then we go to the live chart to take a look at what the chart actually did. And it's always impressive to see how prices react so precisely to these Fibonacci levels, and when they do, it gives us a really good indication that we're actually on the right track. Basically, we're surfing the right wave. Now, the update was a couple of days ago. That's what, actually 3 days ago, that's what our gold members are getting. Fantom, I provided an update. The price is now getting close to the previous mentioned 73.3 cent target, which represents the 100% extension of the yellow wave A. This is our first ideal target for wave C. So let's open the screenshot here, 73.3 cents. So why is that level so important? Because in both wave counts, we were watching for a rally, but in an ABC structure, so a 3-wave pattern. And the C wave tends to react to the 100% extension. If it's an ABC structure, it should. And that doesn't mean this has to be the maximum, but it's normally the first ideal milestone target. Then you typically watch how the market reacts to it. What it does, there typically would be a reaction. And if not at all, then it might actually be a more bullish signal, but typically there is. And then the idea was that after the ABC structure is complete, this could be a top in yellow wave 2, which would be bearish, or a top in wave A in white. In both cases, we would expect a move down, and we will add a support area then here. If the pullback is corrective, we can watch for support in an area that at the time wasn't defined yet. So let's go to the live chart. I've now added this support region because the price, as you can see, reached that 73.3 cent level. Pretty much, yeah, did get to around about 72.5, very close. And you could say there are a couple of levels here that we talked about. 68.8 cents, got rejected there, tried to push above it, got really close to 73.3 cents. That's close enough in a volatile space like crypto for me to consider that wave C might be complete. I'm not saying it is complete yet. We haven't even broken above a previous swing low, but that top is significant for me, significant enough to at least add the support region to the chart that we can watch if there is a deep pullback. So should the price now, and I'm watching that pullback now very closely, again, I'm not saying the top is in because there's just no confirmation for it other than a rejection from the 73.3 cent level. And it might give us another high to touch it. Those are really just micro movements and not significant action. But what is really important now is to understand that if there is a pullback, and the risk for a pullback has naturally increased now, also because this C wave could be considered a 5-wave move now, which a C wave typically is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even though the wave 1 is quite long. But if there is a pullback now, we have to watch the orange support region. The structure of that pullback will tell us a lot about how FTM is likely going to move in the next few months, because if the pullback is corrective, and it's forming an ABC structure, and there's some time to watch, it's not going to happen in a day. So it could take a couple of weeks or so. But once we see this structure more closely, we can determine, okay, there's a good chance it finds support here. Or, oh no, it rather looks like an impulse. Then we're likely heading down in the third wave to new lows. But I've added that support area now, so we have a pivot area to watch. If we go to the 1-hour chart, see, the pullback from the high is just not significant enough to confirm a top in place. Absolutely not. It is quite likely that we still stretch higher because we just haven't seen enough action. But the risk is now high that we've topped. So once we see the price take out previous swing lows, like here, 62 cents, 55.5, and 48 cents, that's where it starts to roll over. What we essentially ideally would see is a 5-wave move down in wave A. This would be a solid confirmation that wave A is likely complete. Then we can add the support area for wave B, not support, but resistance. And once I have the B wave, then I can calculate a target for wave C, not before that. This at the moment is just a standard support region that is worth watching. So that means in the very short term, I don't think there's anything actionable here. There's no long trade setup. It's also not yet possible to say that we've topped. All I can say is the risk has increased. I've added the support area. So these are key risk levels to watch. And yeah, I'm watching closely the structure of the next decline to then be able to, let's say, add the resistance area for wave B, or at least for further clues whether the white count or the yellow count is unfolding. Should we break above 73.3 cents more directly, then the next upside levels to watch, and I can add them to the chart, would be the 1.236 extension and the 78.6 retracement. So 86.8 to 89 cents would be the next, let's say, cluster of resistance to watch. But it would require a convincing break above 73.3 first. That's the update about Fantom. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.